been doing. It's not like me to do that, and I don't know why I have been doing that. That's the bit that's really up. Hasn't really been there.
To be fair to you, I think this whole process can bring out quite bad points in people, and in certain respects it's designed to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think we can all be guilty of falling into that trap. I know that I've been guilty of falling into the trap of the very reason I was put in it, i.e. that I'm very hot-tempered. So, you know, it's like, oh, Shag's kicking off again, great, that's good, because that's why we put it in. But, yeah, I really...
You got no reason to apologise to me over anything in particular, and you and I both know that, where I did with you.
But I don't...
You're not like that. You've been really... You've been really good. It's when you've done something, it's just... I'm just really, really shocked at how... I don't feel like I've become a different person because I'm still the same person, but maybe that's the point of this exercise. It really shows all of our really bad sides. Your bad side is obvious, and the underbelly is mostly good. I've got slightly the reverse. I've got a reasonably good, obvious side, but I've got my demons like we all do. I pretend I'm not competitive, but probably deep down I actually am. I pride myself on like not upsetting people and generally being reasonably nice and charming, but yet, you know, what you said to me yesterday, which was quite right, about sunshine, I do have a tongue on me. In my defence on that matter, she can push people too far sometimes, and she... I found it funny to myself. I thought it was witty. And of course she pointed out quite rightly that there are a lot of people that really have that condition, and to say that isn't very nice.
Yeah.
So that was wrong of me to do that, and I recognise that. I guess I've always had a sharp tongue, and because I generally don't ever mean it in a nasty way, I think it's acceptable. I think this is one of the other problems. You remind me of one of my sisters, who I love and I know loves me, but we've never really got on because she's more of your temperament. She's a deeply moral person. Well, I've got deep values, but I don't have rights and wrongs in the same way. But she's my older sister, but she does remind me of you. And ever since we were children, she's blown up like a bottle of fizz. And I find that really difficult to deal with, because although I know sometimes it's my fault she does that, I'm someone that can't really cope with changes in mood. Do you get that? For all my many faults, I'm quite a constant person. Is that fair to say? Like, I'm not asking you to judge my moral character, but I go up and down emotionally inside me, like we all do.
But you don't go, pow, and
it's so annoying.
I'm not sort of kissy one moment and screaming the next. And this particular sister of mine is like that. Like, she'll sort of say, oh, I love you so much, you're my brother, and then I'll say, mostly inadvertently, although you know my character occasionally, I do wind her up. But I will say something, you know, we had like a debate about the Catholic Church over Christmas in Switzerland, and I said something she didn't like about women priests, and she went crazy. And anyway, I guess I'm telling you this long story, but I've always been a bit frightened by sort of what I call volatile temperaments.
Oh my God, you talk so much, Ben.
That's no excuse to have treated you badly or been horrible to you, which I realise I have.
That's funny.
I'm just trying to explain why. And I guess I also felt, because to me there are obvious reasons why we have a lot in common, such as music and the arts and all that sort of stuff. We're both quite quick-witted, we both have good knowledge, we both don't really fit into a box. Because of all that, I guess I felt, the arrogance in me felt offended that you didn't immediately sort of want to be my friend, although I sort of did it with you a little bit too. I do think in the early couple of days I did make more of an effort to be your friend than vice versa. But I don't think you were rebuffing me on purpose. I think that you're one of those people that has so much going on in your mind, you just thought that we really, really click. I'm not going to have time to go talking to random guys who are quite different to me. So I think I tried harder to begin with, and you should have tried more, but I can understand why you didn't. And then I think what happened was I felt offended inside me, although I didn't admit it at the time. And that made me have, to use a horrible word, malevolent feelings that you didn't deserve and that I should never have had.
Mm. No, I get it. Can we continue this conversation in the kitchen? I just need to get a cup of coffee,
Yeah,
but I
of
want to
course.
continue
Yeah, of
this.
course you can. It's kind of you to give me stuff to say.
No worries.
Up to you.
Thank you.
I think another reason why I feel so
God.
freaked out and let down. Bring it
Sure.
three. I think another reason why I feel so like bad that I let myself down is, interestingly enough, when I sort of offended you the last time over the acting thing,
Yeah.
you hit on something that in a way applies equally to me, but in another way. So like, I don't know if I should be saying this now, but I bited it up already, so who cares? Like, basically, I'm sort of partially doing, I never really wanted to do this program. It's just, it's me to like enjoy social experiments and weird situations, but I'm like just not a college ed person. Do you know what I mean? Even at school, I always managed to wank in my own room. I've always,
What?
probably like you, I've always been a one-on-one person with people. And so it was never my but it's not going to get anywhere. And then I just got further and further and further and further. I made the mistake, I think I knew in my heart of hearts that it might not be right for me,
Yeah.
but I made the mistake of telling a few close friends. Now, what's interesting is I think I told you this before.
This
my
is so
family,
weird,
like,
whatever you're trying to
shouldn't
do here. Like, I don't get it.
It could light certain things up for you, it's just not really you.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
problem is my friends who, families like you guys now see your bad sides as well as your good sides, where your friends pick and choose the nice bits that they want. Of course I have rows occasionally with friends, but they pick and choose the nice bits.
Yeah.
So I made the mistake of telling too many of my friends who, against my wildest dreams, including some of my really conservative friends, were like, you've got to do it, it's your best opportunity, do it, make the best of it. And then I made the mistake of telling my agent about it. My agent was probably like people in your
I
situation.
didn't tell my agent.
Well, I didn't until about 3 weeks before. I guess I was hoping my agent would tell me not to do it.
That would make it easier.
But against all the odds, my agent sort of, but basically, you can work it out, I don't have to spell it out to you, I'm obviously not an
It's
actor.
freezing in here, big brother. Can I
This
please
could
have a
potentially
jacket?
be helpful or not helpful in similar things that I do that aren't acting, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so everyone, like my close friends and agent, everyone got really excited and sort of said, look, do it. This is the irony about it all. I'm glad I can always laugh about it. They're like, people see you're sort of nice person, you're easygoing. This is why you would be good at some of the things we want you to do. Which is why ultimately I ended up doing the program, because number one, I was interested in the experience, but I thought it would really help in those areas. And of course, what has happened, much worse than in your situation, where some of these viral things really help, I feel like I've really stuffed up what could have been my showcase. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But the problem is in here, you get so involved that this becomes the world, because it's the only world we know at the moment. And you kind of forget these things, and you get so involved in, what's going on here and what's going on there that you kind of, I don't know, I guess.
Think this is funny, do you?
But I don't think I personally don't think it's too late for you to rectify the situation. I mean, I'm really hoping that this, is just a stuff up for you, and that, you know,
But
it
if I was
won't be
the-
happening again, really.
But if I was the viewing public though, if I was the viewing public, that's what I would think. I mean, I hope they would see that there are other sides to it. I tried to explain some of those, and I think even you would acknowledge some of those things are right that I said. But that's what I would sort of think, and so I just feel I've let myself down really badly. I've obviously been dreadful to you in a couple of ways, but also I've potentially really harmed an opportunity that could have been a good one.
Yeah.
But, you know, life is a gamble, isn't it?